What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know whenever a new episode is uploaded. So I wanted to have a podversation, and we're going to be discussing an article that I saw on the Jasmine brand, and it's about some problematic statements that rapper Cardi B shared on social media. And her comment was actually in response to someone else's tweet. So what she said in response allowed this to go viral. And I wanted to talk about this because it's extremely problematic. And we are in this culture now of, not that anything was ever new about plastic surgery, but we are in this culture now where a lot of what you see on social media is just not real. And those who are looking to be like those that they choose to follow on social media, it's causing a lot of issues, and a lot of these issues can be very deadly. And then a lot of the deadly issues that are being caused, it's like, what is it really all about? Why are you really doing it? Is it worth it? Of course, no plastic surgery procedure that isn't to save someone's life, in terms of someone who has had, unfortunately, breast cancer, so they had a mastectomy or a double mastectomy, and so they have reconstructive plastic surgery to recreate their breasts. That is completely different than just getting a BBL because you want to have a bigger booty. So let's talk about this. So Cardi B, the story reads, has ignited a plastic surgery debate. In a now viral tweet, a social media user shared her thoughts about plastic surgery when she wrote, quote, "Teeth before BBL." It didn't take long before Cardi B caught wind of the message and had an opinion of her own. The op rapper says that women should get BBLs, which is an abbreviation for Brazilian butt lifts, before fixing their grills. Cardi wrote, "Nope, I think BBL before teeth. N-words trick on a girl with a body and a gap before they do with a B with a nice smile." Okay, first of all, it's extremely ridiculous because what she is saying is, you need to have a specific type of body to attract an N-word. If you are wanting to be in a real relationship, do you want to be in a relationship with an N-word? I'm just being honest. I'm just being beautifully honest, because she says this and then she went on to break down the estimated cost of the procedures. She says your BBL is your investment for your teeth. Plus, BBL $6,000 to $15,000. Good veneers $20,000 to $50,000. So basically what she's saying is you should spend less, use your butt to attract an N-word who's going to, quote, trick on you if you're a B-word, and then they can pay for you to get your teeth fixed. All of this is crazy. Now I get it. There are definitely people out here who, quote unquote, trick on N-words, is what she called it. But this is why, one of the reasons why, I should say, we have so many issues with people in relationships. You have this community of people who are men who bash women and say all women do, especially black women, all they want is a man for their money, and they're no good, and they just say a lot of negative things about women. And then you have this community of women that bash men. Some of it may be justified, some of it may not be, but you've got the larger names of people like Kevin Samuels, who has a platform where he has advice, quote unquote, for women, and actual women who call him up and call into his show and ask for advice and tips because they want a, what he calls, a high value man. But if you speak like this, if you think like this, like what she said, and a lot of what Kevin Samuel says, then I mean, you might as well just be in paid relationships or paid situations. You're not even in relationships. You're not really doing it for love. And listen, I am not saying that women should get in relationships with men who are no good, low down, dirty, not doing anything for themselves, not trying to build up themselves, just settling for the standards or settling for the bottom, not wanting to try to, live a life that is going to be one that is ever evolving. I'm not saying that. I'm not even here giving relationship advice. But what I caught wind of and just wanted to have a quick conversation about, because I'm not going to talk about this for hours, but what she is basically saying is that get a BBL, you will attract pretty much a stupid person, because she said you get the N word that'll trick on you, which is how she said it. Don't invest your own money to get your teeth done. You'll be able to have the dude that you attract with your booty, with your new butt that you pay for, to make the higher investment so that you can get your teeth fixed if you actually want to get it done, if you think it's still worth it after you attract this person. Well, is it just all about what you are carrying behind you? And I guess for some people it is, because if you see a lot of these so-called Instagram models, which is just a nice phrase for what they truly are, then the majority of what you see of them is their asses. That's just plain and simple. And so when you have someone like Cardi B giving advice to females to say you should make an investment in your butt so that you can get a larger butt that will attract a man who is going to pay for what you want to get done. But then you have women, like real women. For example, if you look at the Real Housewives of Orange County, you have Heather Dubrow. She is a slim Caucasian woman who was a D-list actress. She was not successful. She was not winning at what she was trying to accomplish, which was to become a really popular, wealthy Hollywood actress. It didn't work out for her. She had bit parts in some shows. She was on one episode of Married with Children, a few other things here and there. But she did not change her body in terms of getting a huge butt and huge boobs to attract a dummy. She attracted a successful surgeon. She is married to Dr. Dubrow, Dr. Terry Dubrow, who is a very well-known plastic surgeon. She's married to a plastic surgeon. I mean, for God's sake, if she wanted to change her booty, like, he would do it for her for free. But you know what? He loves her for the most part as she is. I'm not saying she hasn't done any little tweaks or things like that, because I'm quite sure she's, done some things, but it was because of what she wanted to do, in terms of if she wanted to get like any Botox for her face or fillers or things like that. Women like that, they do procedures. If they do procedures, it is because they do it for what they want to do for themselves, to make themselves look happy at what they see when they look at themselves in the mirror, not to attract a man. And I do believe that there is a difference. If you truly want someone who is going to really love you and stick around with you, because they've had several kids, they've been married for many years, she's living the life. She does not have to work at all. Her work is having fun. She's filming on the Real Housewives of Orange County. She was on past seasons for a few seasons, and then she wasn't on there, but she does what she does for fun. She has her own podcast, and now she's back on the Real Housewives of Orange County. She's doing it for fun, so she doesn't need the money, but she's doing it because she likes to be seen. She likes the recognition. She likes to throw $30,000 parties just because she wants to have a good time with her friends. And she's not having to go through one of the most dangerous plastic surgery procedures in order to attract a man. Now, you look at her In her slim stature, Cardi B admitted that she didn't even have a legal, we'll call it, butt job because she said she got it done in some hotel room somewhere years ago where she thought she was going to die. So I don't think women should be taking plastic surgery advice from Cardi B, even though she apparently and obviously has the money to pay for any legal procedure now that she wants to have done. But should girls, should young ladies, should women be taking advice from Cardi B about their bodies in order to attract a man? I don't think so. Just like I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think women should be taking advice from Kevin Samuels about how to attract a quote unquote high value man. I don't listen to what he has to say. I don't listen to anyone when it comes to the relationship advice and things like that. Thankfully, it's not an area that I need to be in. I've been married for many years. I know what it takes to make a marriage work, and we do that. And I keep my business off of social media, and I'm just, and I'm good. We're good. But a lot of the advice that he shares, it's about making yourself the way you should be for a man. And even though I might agree with some of the things that he shares, it's rarely about love. It's just about, these are the things you need to do in order to have a man that makes this amount of money. And in order to be with a man that makes a certain amount of money, there are certain things that you're going to have to accept because they have the pick of the litter. And if they want to have a harem of women, or if they want to cheat on you or have a side person here, there, and everywhere, or one in every corner of the country, then you just need to accept it because you're a woman and you want to be with a man that makes a lot of money. So and that's not real. That's not every man that has money that is unfaithful. Just like I've said before, I don't believe that every preacher is shiesty and slick and is just out there for the money. It's just the bad apples that get the exposure and get the notice, and it gives people a bad taste in their mouths where it is involving pastors and preachers, when there are a lot of them that are doing good for the communities, but you just don't hear about the good ones. You only hear about the bad ones. And I believe that also goes for marriages and relationships. And in situations, you will hear about the man that was doing his wife dirty, but you rarely hear about the man that has been just the consummate husband, devoted, dedicated. If their wife got sick, they were taking care of their wife, taking time off to, you don't hear about those things. And I get it. It's just like reality shows as well. The ones that are, wholesome and family friendly and whatever, they don't get the views. The drama is what gets the views. So that's just the reality of it. But when Cardi B was talking about this, I just said, wow, here we go. It's real for her. It's real for her because that's how she has lived her life. But I've talked about this previously. Her husband, he's not the breadwinner. Not saying he's broke, but he's not the breadwinner. You're not in a relationship with a man that is truly taking care of you and supporting you. You put Cardi B up next to Heather Dubrow. Which life would you rather have? Would you want to be the rapper who's been pregnant a few times, had to work very hard and grind and do everything that she had to do, whether it was, graphic sexually or performing and doing the things that she had to do in order to make the money, and have a husband that has kids with a number of other people, and have that where you're just trying to make it work, versus being Heather Dubrow, where you don't have to work. You've been married for many years. You have all of your children are in the same union. He doesn't have any outside children. They built their over 21,000 square foot home that has, I think the house has like 30 rooms. It's not even a house. It's a freaking, it's a resort. Her home is a resort. It's not a house. It's not even a mansion. It's a resort. Like if you've watched The Real Housewives of Orange County, this most recent season, And even though I don't really care for Heather Dubrow because she's extremely pretentious and, you know, she's just over the top, but she is who she is. Their home is a resort, and she does not have to resort to tactics online to show her ass crack and talk about sex and talk about how B words need to, you know, do this and do that to get a man, or it's just crazy. I would prefer to have the life of Heather Dubrow over the life of Cardi B. And yeah, we heard that Offset bought her a home in the Dominican Republic, but did he actually buy that, or is that like what they got together because they're married? I mean, if we just really sit and consider it and think about it, versus having Heather Dubrow, who has not had to make all of these crazy alterations to her body, and her husband, he loves her the way she is, skinny and all, flat backside and all, and she's happy. She's extremely happy. I would rather have a flat ass and, you know, live in a fat resort than to have to plump my ass up and showcase it online, hoping that I can get an N-word that's going to trick off on me, which is the words that she used, so that I can get other parts of my body fixed. You do it for you. Brazilian butt lifts are one of the most dangerous procedures in plastic surgery. So I don't think women should be taking her advice, but most real women would not. The advice that she's giving are, we'll just say it's a certain type of person that is going to take that advice, but hopefully those that see it and consider it, they will think again and think again and think again before they make the moves to do that, because Cardi B is an anomaly. It is not common for strippers to become A-list celebrities, period. Do you know how many strippers there are in the world? Rarely does that happen, okay? So I don't think she should be giving advice when it comes to what girls, women, ladies, whatever, should be doing to their bodies in order to attract a man. I am all for beauty enhancements. I am a beauty business entrepreneur. I definitely believe in doing things the right way, but I also believe in doing them for the right reasons. And I don't ever believe that a woman should alter their body for the sake of getting a man. If you do it, it's because it's something that you feel that you want to do for yourself, for what you find pleasing about yourself or displeasing about yourself, and you want to tweak something or fix something or change something, and doing it the right way, doing the research, seeing if you're even a good candidate for it, having consultations done, and doing it in a place that it's not going to be hard for you if, God forbid, you have complications. I don't really believe in traveling to other countries to have procedures done. Most people who do that, they do it because it's less expensive. But is that really smart? Normally not. Travel within the country if you can. At least you're in the same country and you speak the same language. But listen, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. I really would love to know what you all think about this, so you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next time, I'm just being beautifully honest.